Hi, how's everybody doing? Feeling better? Yay, it's great to be better. I haven't been writing recently. I got myself into some writer's block. I wrote myself into a corner, and it meant that a particular part of the story was going to go way too quick. So as a result of that, I didn't know what to do. So I was kind of stuck with a story that was going nowhere, because if I carried on the way I was going, that particular part of the story would have been finished in the next chapter, and I felt that was just a little bit too quick because it's quite an important part of the story. Excuse me. So I tried and tried and tried, and I think sometimes with me personally, if I keep trying hard enough, it just makes it worse, basically. So I took my own advice, took a step back, and tried to think of a way to get around it. So when I originally wrote this story and didn't finish it, as you know, it was many years ago, and I always had particular people picked out that was most like my characters. It's not that I picked them and said, oh, I'd love this person to play my character. That's not what it was. It was the people who I felt, oh gosh, they're really like the character I'm writing about. On a personal kind of level, not it was nothing to do with their looks or their talents or anything like that. It was just the general way of them was like my character. So what I had done back then was assign each of my characters somebody who was on the mainstream. It's easy when they're mainstream people, like actors, singers, models, they're in magazines or on television. And that way you can say, oh, my character is most like, and people know who you're talking about. So like I say, this was written many years ago, and most of the actors or actresses or whoever I'd picked at the point, they just don't seem like them anymore. So the other night I decided to have another look at that and make a new character board. Excuse me. So most of the people I had chosen years ago are still the same. Some of them are different because I feel that my character's changed. I'm writing them much different now, plus the fact I also have new characters, so I had to pick people that were most like them. So I made my character board. It's here, I'll show you. If I move the camera you can see it. Hold on. There's my character board. You can't really see it because of the light, but that's how I did it. And it wasn't until I'd finished it that I realised there was another character missing from it. And I think the reason I forgot about it was because he's one of the new characters. So he's not on the board. Probably need to make a second one because there's no room. Anyway, it helped. I had looked at, the individuals that I had picked out, put on the board, and it suddenly hit me that this last chapter that I wrote was the problem. Excuse me. So I had another look at that chapter, and about halfway through the chapter was when the problem kicked in. So I took that last half of the chapter and threw it out, deleted it completely. And since then, that's me. I'm back on track. I have the ideas are flowing again. It's starting to move along. I've only been at just over 23,000 words for the last couple of days because, like I say, I haven't been writing and I haven't been well as well. But now that I'm back on track, I'm hoping to get to at least 30k in the next couple of days. At least. It just depends, doesn't it? I mean, I might hit another wall. I hope not. But I've broke through this wall, and that's the main thing. I'm back on track. I'm writing again. I have my character board. And it's a good way. It's maybe another wee tip. I mean, I know myself, if I keep pushing, I get nowhere. So I take a step back, and the character board at this point in time was the way for me to go forward. And that might help other people out there that's maybe suffering the same thing. But everybody in the group's doing really well. Their word counts are coming way up. Sam's already finished. She's pushing hers to the next 50k, which is, I think she's well over 100,000 now. So yeah, everybody's doing really, really well. And the group is brilliant for banding about ideas, and if you get stuck, they're there to help you, cheer you on, and everybody's doing really, really great. It's quite fascinating to watch. Everybody's got their own way of writing, and everybody's got their own, coping strategies to get through. Strategies to get through their own writer's block. So yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to start writing, and let's see what happens. Bye bye.